What's up, everybody? Welcome to Mindful Reality, the channel that covers reality TV from a mental health perspective. So, today was one of the most interesting Big Brother episodes they've ever had, and that's because of the twists and how they've never had this specific twist before. So, this is something new. So, if you are a regular on this channel, welcome back. And if you're new to this channel, welcome, and I hope you come back often. All right. First, second, I have so much to gloat about tonight. Why does everyone stream at the same time? Because that's when the episode ends. Was that a rhetorical question? I'm going to stop by and say hi to Couch Potatoes. I don't even know who that is. Hey, Edward. Hi, YTC. Hi, Lisa. Hi, Colleen. Shout out to Tucker. Hey, Edward, bestie. Cass has 1,000,000 besties. I got to give credit to his wins. Cass is jagging it right now. Jag in. All right. What a good season. Hey, bestie, how you doing? All right. Super entertaining. Tucker is definitely keeping it entertaining. You know, I have to admit, even though I kept saying, I'm not going to deny that I kept saying that Tucker should go home for making such a stupid move. I said, from an entertainment standpoint, the best case scenario was for Quinn and Tucker to stay and Kenny to go home because Kenny wants to go home. So now we have this scenario where Tucker is still here, Quinn is still here, gunning for each other. And then Tucker said he's gunning for Cedric. Quinn said in his eviction speech that if he stays, he's going to gun for Tucker. So we have an exciting scenario here. In terms of the episode, they showed us the feeders, anyways. A lot of what we have already seen. We saw like a little bit of insight about Cedric and why he chose Mackenzie. Why he chose to put Mackenzie on the block instead of Quinn. And that was because we already knew that Quinn was a part of Cedric's alliance. So he's like, I'm not going to put my alliance member up. And then all of his alliance members were like, you have the numbers. Where are we with these comments? Hi, Chanel. What was Tucker's hairstyle tonight? I mean, they do different things. His good luck charm. Hi, Tasha. Apparently, it's good luck. It's not even luck. It's that he's just better than everyone at these competitions. It is what it is. 8 out of 10. Yeah, but I guess when you're a feeder, I guess if you were not a feeder, you'd probably rate it higher because we already saw 90% of what they showed us in the episode. The only thing we didn't see was the diary room entries. But the thing that I found funny was that his whole alliance, as in Cedric's whole alliance, he ran it by them. He ran it by the Pentagon. And they were all like, we support your decision to put up MJ. But then when they had this whole house meeting situation, they all acted shocked. Oh my goodness. I can't believe Cedric did this. But they knew that Cedric was going to do that. Cam knew that Cedric was going to do that. Cam was part of the conversations. What is he talking about? He even went in the diary room and was like, I can't believe this happened. You're going to lie in the diary room? I feel like the smart move would have been to... This is what I'm saying. The smart move for Tucker would have been not to go up. The smart move for the house would have been to keep Kenny in it. But like you said, for the entertainment and for the drama, Tucker and Quinn still being in the house makes for big drama. I'm so excited to find out who wins HOH this week, because that is going to shape whatever is going to happen for this week. Tucker definitely shook things up. And then the funny thing is, if Quinn happens to win, if Tucker happens to win HOH, Quinn is for sure going to use that power to make those selections. Hi, Chanel, if I didn't say so already. You took a picture of your screen. Dusty. Hi, Edward. Okay. Cedric's vindicated. And then the thing is that I'm thinking to myself, Tucker is so happy because he's like, oh, I've won 2 AI arenas and I've won a veto. I'm invincible. Tucker is setting himself up early to have to win everything. Tucker is so unlikely to win Big Brother at this point. I'm fine with it. He's very unlikely to win the show because everybody knows what a massive threat he is and what a massive wild card he is. Leah's outfit was crazy. I wonder what would have happened if they had that Pentagon meet. I was wondering about that. I was thinking to myself, why would you have the meeting with Quinn in there instead of like meeting without Quinn and then deciding what you're going to do? And then once you decide, hey, I want to make Quinn safe, then bringing in Quinn. That was the part that I found a little bit on the questionable side. Gonna have Angela crank out some points for me. I wonder if they thought about getting out Quinn. If Tucker don't leave his hair alone, we're gonna have problems. I would have voted Quinn, being he had a power and Kenny has been wanting to leave. You mean you would have voted out Quinn? Yeah, I mean, if I was in the house, I would have voted out Quinn as well. But, you know, as a fan, this was best case scenario for me. If we didn't lose Heisem and Izzy when we did last year. Exactly. We got 2 dramatic and big game players still in the house. Does Quinn get to play? Yes, he does get to pick who goes on the block with his power. At least Kenny got what he wished for. That's what I'm saying. I don't want to sit here every week and every day and hear Kenny be like, I want to go home to my family. I want to go home. I want to go home. That's getting tiring. Now you're home. Now you are here and want to play the game are going to be here and playing the game. That's what's up. It's the same situation Cam found himself in last season. He had to win every single time. It's a sucky position to maintain. He keeps messing. And it's so early, though. He showed his cards so early. Like, he didn't try to throw anything. You would vote out Quinn even if you were in the same alliance? Yes, I would vote out Quinn even if I was in the same alliance. I would be scared of Quinn. Quinn is a super fan. Quinn is athletic. Quinn is not really trustworthy. There's a lot of things about Quinn that would make me scared to align with Quinn, to be honest. Quinn really plays up his rat character in the DR. Yes, everybody, please hit that like button. Please hit that like button. Yeah, so today's episode was good, but when yesterday's episode kind of withheld some of the drama, and then they were like, oh, the most dramatic ceremony of all time, blah, 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 and the aftermath, I kind of thought that they were going to show more stuff that we haven't seen in the footage. But the footage just gave basically what we already saw. So, I mean, it was interesting. I'm not going to say it wasn't interesting. It just wasn't as much as I expected. Hey, Lewis. Leah looked so 80s tonight, her makeup and everything. The house made the goofiest decision ever. Keeping Quinn and voting with the house is so boring. It's you might consider it as a boring choice, but it's peak drama to still have Quinn and Tucker in the house together. We even saw at the end of the episode, Quinn was talking to Tucker. So this week is going to be dramatic because we have people that are clearly going to be gunning for each other. By the way, I have to shout out. Let me read this first. I do like how Quinn played so far, being able to not make as many enemies with not telling his power. Tucker is targeting Cedric. I have to shout out Cedric because some people are like, oh, Cedric is not playing a good game. Cedric didn't make the right moves, blah, blah, blah. Cedric did an amazing job of damage control because if you think about it, when Cedric was being questioned by MJ, because Tucker was like, this is not the plan. This is not the plan. And then Tucker was like, and then Cedric was like, let's do a house meeting. Let's let Tucker sink his ship. If you think about it, when they held that house meeting, Cedric was just sitting there quietly while Tucker was telling everybody about the plan. It kind of gave me Jared and Corey vibes. Remember when Jared and Corey had that argument in front of everybody? All it did was just expose everything that you were trying to do in the game. So there's no secrets anymore in Tucker's game. Everybody knows how good you are at the competitions. Everyone knows who you're gunning for. Everything is out on the table, and that is not of benefit to you because that's not the point of Big Brother. You're supposed to downplay your threat level. You're supposed to not have people know who you're aligned with and who your targets are. The people who are like, oh, I'm gunning for this person and that person, that's the ones that they want out. So Cedric kind of played this smooth, in my opinion. He did some amazing damage control. Yeah, that's what I was saying. It's boring for this episode, but Kenny staying in, that's boring in the long term. Oh, I miss my kids. I miss my family. I want to go home. Like, you want to see that for another week? Because I don't. I would agree, except for him telling Angela his power on day 3. That's my thoughts. They didn't show the Angela and Quinn fight. They sure did not. They cut that out. Yeah, they did not show the Kenny and Lisa discussion. I don't remember the Kenny and Lisa discussion. Cedric needs to be on the challenge. Oh, I would like to see Cedric on the challenge, actually. Cedric almost flushed out both powers on one HOH. Honestly, that's what if I was saying this, I was like, if I was the HOH and I knew that there was 2 powers and I knew who held those 2 powers, I put them both on the block, front door. So I'm not saying that he did exactly what I would have done, but I would say that he made a fairly safe game move. The thing is, if Tucker wins, Quinn will remember that Cedric stayed true to him. So if Tucker happens to win the HOH, I do not think that Quinn would let Cedric go home because he kind of owes him one. I think they're cutting out a lot of stuff, to be honest with you. I can't wait for a double eviction either. That's going to be drama. I thought you Rubina. I said Rubina. I don't like what do they call it? Tubina, whatever it is, whatever they're calling Tucker and Rubina. I don't like them together, please. Where's Tammy? Oh, hi, Tammy. Not Lisa. I mean Kelly and Brooklyn about going after. Oh, the Kenny and Brooklyn conversation. Okay, I know what you're talking about now. I agree. I would have done the same because personally, I am one of those who's like, let me clear this up. Yeah, I mean, I think that he did a really good job of damage control by putting everybody in the room and being like, let Tucker explain. Because Tucker is the guy who is going to be like, this is exactly what happened. This is the conversation that took place. This is what we planned. We wanted to flush out Quinn's power because Quinn has the power. Because look at what happened. Tucker put a bigger target on Quinn's back. So even if anyone is like thinking about Cedric, they're thinking about Quinn first because they all know now in the open and in the public that Quinn has the power and that Quinn did not tell anybody about the power. So Cedric is sitting back like, I like how the way that this is playing out. Strong. Yeah. So that's the interesting part because this is the last week of Quinn's power and everybody knows about the power. And I don't care what he said, he's going to use the power. He's a super fan and everybody knows that he has the power. So why would he not use it? He would be stupid not to use it. Takina or Tubina. Anyone see Quinn talking about what he would do with his power? I think Quinn will nominate Angela, Tucker, and Chemo, of course. If I were him, that's tough though. Because Tucker would most likely beat Chemo and Angela. That's a tough one. I mean, Tucker is one of the strongest competitors in the house. So I guess anyone you put him up against, he would have a great chance of winning. And then because of the fact that there's AI Arena and Veto, he has 2 chances of winning if he gets nominated. Let's be grateful. Booger Erica. I haven't seen it on the feeds either. They should have made Quinn's power America's HOH. I guess so. That would be huge, though, for America to choose the person who's in HOH. I think they didn't want to give them that much power. Thinking about it now, and correct me if I'm wrong, say if Tucker wins, it'll be a wasted week. I mean, this is the last week. This is week 4. So this is the last week. I think this is the last week that he can use that power. So anyone who wins that other than him will probably just be at the mercy of him. And because everybody knows, it's like he doesn't even have to win the HOH. He's the HOH. See, Quinn made this power less interesting by telling Angela. This power is only good if you don't tell people. I think in season 23, Claire had like a secret HOH, and it was a time that Tiffany won the HOH. Tiffany won the HOH, and Claire had the power to choose the nominees, and Claire chose the same nominees that Tiffany chose originally. Let's see. Anyone who does love me is bound to be disappointed. All right, they keep assuming AI Arena is a force short comp. Soon enough, could eliminate that option. I hope that AI Arena is done after week 4, to be quite honest with you. I hope that that's a 4-week thing and then we go back to our 2 nominees. I hope so, personally. Would he use it of his allies one HOH? Wouldn't they just do whatever they agree on? But which allies? The Pentagon you're talking about? Because Quinn has so many deals with so many people. Yeah, the HOH is usually, it's usually Thursday. So we'll find out. It takes varying amounts of times depending on what the HOH is, but it seems like we usually find out midnight, 1 o'clock Eastern, something like that. I think Tucker knows that, but his ego will want to win. I know Tucker doesn't care. Tucker is not really playing a Big Brother game. Tucker is just like, I want to make a name for myself. But Lord, if he wins HOH, we are going to get our first showman's hookup of season 26 for sure. Based on what we saw last night, we would see a lot of Tubina, which I don't really want to see, but from a content creator standpoint, my channel would be on fire. There's still people who go back on my channel to watch Jared and what's her name, Blue. Tucker needs to win his HOH for his safety. He sure does. I wish HOH was tonight. I like the 3 nominees. I do not. I think it gives too many chances to get off. Quinn has vision because you can play a terrible game and still get 2 chances to get off. That's what I don't like about it. I'm okay with it for now because it's early, but if they were to do this for the whole season, I'd be like, this changes and cheapens the game. Quinn has so many alliances. I don't know. And I think that his alliance, even though they don't necessarily trust him, I think that his alliances see him as a shield for now. That's how I would view him. I've heard nothing discussed about the other part of the power where the HOH is turned into an AI. What? Is that a joke? I don't want to see it. You don't want to see what? Oh, Tucker and Rubina in the HOH room. Would Quinn put up Rubina if I were him? I would. Like, that's the closest person to him. I would definitely put up Rubina if Tucker won HOH. We're not friends. I'm your number 1 target. So I'm going to take your number 1 favorite person out of this house. All's fair in love, war, and Big Brother. I want Tucky to not win HOH and just win veto or AI comp and then win HOH next week, target Cedric or Quinn or somebody. I get what you mean, but it also shows game plans off and makes the house adjust last second. You say last second, but everybody already knew what they were going to do based on who won. Like, it was almost a unanimous. What was it, 10-1? The house knew what they were going to do. It wasn't like a last minute thing. Quinn might nominate Angela, Tucker, and Rubina. Angela, Tucker, and Rubina. I'm getting tired of the Angela nomination because they don't care when Angela goes. They just see her as a placeholder. I like Cedric too. I don't know why people don't like Cedric. You tend to mix up the names Tucker and Turner when you post. Oh, I haven't noticed. Tucker thought Cedric was loyal to the Ball Players Alliance. I don't even know what the Ball Players Alliance was. What is that? Who's the Ball Players Alliance? Part of Quinn's power included whoever the current HOH is becoming a hologram / AI. And it's supposed to say things about, I don't remember that. Did anyone hear that? Tucky. Yeah, I don't remember hearing that. What, they're gonna say something like Zingbot? You know what? I think I might remember what you're talking about. As a matter of fact, I now that I'm thinking about it, I kind of vaguely remember that. When was the last time someone not? It's been a while. It has been a while. For a second there, the house still wanted to get Tucker out. He's just not on the block. Ball players was Cedric. Oh, I didn't even know Cam was in there. Look at Cam sneaking his way in there. Because I knew about the Shake It Up Alliance. I didn't know Cam was in there because he acted like he wasn't. So he doesn't get masked. The HOH does. How does that work? They should post the details on their website. The Ball Players Alliance was created on Saturday. Angela is this year's Mama Feet. Yeah, I guess so, because I think they're just gonna let her slide by indefinitely because they're like, we're not worried about her winning comps. She doesn't have numbers. We can put her on the block as many times as we want to put her on the block. It's not gonna matter. We're not worried about her coming back with a vengeance. So yeah, he was in there. His role was to breathe. I don't recall hearing that, but that sounds interesting. Hi, Destiny. Would you rather CBS bring the twin twist? I feel like the twin twist for me is like, I'm done with the twin twist. I liked it when it happened, but I think I'm done with the twin twist. I would like to see a battle back, but then I think about last year when they had Zombie Week. And if Battle Back won anything like Zombie Week, I was not interested in that. I liked that Battle Back thing when Victor was in it. That was kind of cool. Is it just me or I miss the old Angela? I was telling y'all, I'm like, Angela's not that exciting. She just specifically hated two people. Now she doesn't have that kind of venom for anyone who's left, so she's boring. She's a houseplant. Battle Back. No to the twin twist. Twin twist, if they can pull it off. Going home scared, Angela. Angela, I think, practices her tears in the mirror. Oh my God, I'm so shocked. I can't believe that you gave me the veto. Hey, Angela's boring. I'm not pressed for her to be out of the house anymore, but I'm also like, you are minimal entertainment value, because everybody was like, oh my goodness, Angela saved the entertainment. I'm like, it's week 1, man. Like, it's week 1 at that point. Wow, she did so much to help the game in week 1. The game doesn't even get interesting usually until at least 3, 4, 5 weeks have gone by, at least to me. I think production told Ange to reel it in because of what the audience was doing. They probably did. They probably did. I'm going to be on here for like another 5 minutes or so. So type in your comments now before I hop off. I think they probably did. Angela cries on cue like Alyssa. I agree. I was one of the people who liked Twin Twist. I heard they had more than one, but the one that had Liz, why do I always forget her sister's name? I actually enjoyed that, but they all knew that they were twins. That was kind of funny to me. Nominating her for an Emmy, that's a talent. Yeah, she'll start crying, and then all of a sudden, boom, the tears are done. The tears are gone. I don't know what Helldivers 2 is. Episode 3, 29:16. But here's the fun part. Mike is like, I'm gonna make sure y'all understand that I'm not making this up. I will create a deep fake avatar of the reigning HOH. Yeah, but so here's the thing about that, Mike. Because they know that the deep fake is done by Quinn, that doesn't matter. Like if it was a complete secret and they did not know who was creating the avatar, that's different, but it's much less interesting because they know that it's Quinn. It's like, oh, okay, Quinn. Thanks for saying those things, Quinn. Her making herself look crazy as hell was entertaining to me, but never the entertainment, in my opinion. HOH, but you will control what it says. So they'll all know what Quinn is saying to them, basically. Ma, it is a talent. PC, PlayStation game. It's not a power. The power, I mean, it's a power only if nobody knows about it. Once everybody knows about it, it's no longer, it's a power, but it's like it's not a power that shakes up the game, because now like your alliance is going to be wondering, okay, who are you going to pick? So if you pick people that are against your alliance and they know that you have the power, if you pick people in your alliance, I mean, and they know you have the power, now they're going to go against you next week. So now he has to actually strategize and like come to an agreement with the people that he's working with. He's not going to be able to just be like, oh, I want to throw off this Huey, Dewey, and Louie. He can't just do that. The more people you tell, that's it. I mean, and telling Angela was the worst person to tell. What was he thinking? Yeah, it is just a thing. All right, Edward, thanks for joining. I'm leaving soon as well. You have a great night. Yeah, the power in it. Exactly. The power was the secret. The fact that it's a open thing now that the whole house knows about, it's something to use, but it's not something that changes it changes the game in a sense, but he didn't have the power to keep his mouth shut, like I said. Oh, I missed this comment. Quinn will be able to name all the nominees, but I mean they don't know about that part of the power, but I think it'll be easy to figure out at this stage. Night, Mark. Good night, YTC. Goodbye, Colleen. That's my whole thing. If we know that it's him, it is what it is. I love your vibrant tank top. Thank you. Yep. So that's my episode recap. Thank you, everybody, for joining me. Please make sure like, comment, subscribe. Hit the notification bell to get notified of when I drop some more great content. And maybe I'll be back in the AM tomorrow whenever I find out who wins the HOH, to kind of see what went down at night, because it goes down at nighttime. Whoever wins the HOH is going to kind of set the tone of how the week is going to go. All right, y'all. Talk to y'all later.